Hey, I wanted to show you one of the ways that I help people look for a job title that's more achievable than the job title they think they should go for. And I call it kind of the monkey bars analogy or system. So I'm going to run through that right now for you in case that's interesting to you. And you can just reach out and let me know if you want to hear more about it. So I go to Indeed.com and I type in my dream job. It's probably iOS developer. I want to make apps. So there we go. Let's go ahead and hit find jobs. Now what we've noticed here, we've got some iOS developer related positions. Obviously junior iOS developer, iOS developer apprentice, senior iOS developer. Usually though, when you're starting, you're not going to want a senior, or maybe not even an iOS developer. Maybe there's something else that's going to be more quickly, easily achieved by you. So let's just look at quickly some of these job requisition details. Let's click on junior iOS developer. Certainly you could go and you could look at this income and say, I want to become an iOS developer, and you could do that. But if we look over here at the qualifications, Swift 1 year, iOS development 1 year, Objective-C 1 year preferred. Notice that all of these are preferred. They're not required. By the way, this is just a random job that I've picked up. It is not one that I knew about, or I do not promote this company, Soft Nice. It is just in my search results, just as I did this Loom video for you. All right, so full job description. They've got some other qualifications down here. Proven experience as an app developer, proficient in Objective-C, Swift, Cocoa Touch, iOS frameworks like Core Data, Core Animation, knowledge of iOS backend services. Okay, so they've got these sort of things, and this is what we want to go for. We want to look for the things they keep repeating, such as they've mentioned Swift, iOS development, and Objective-C. Back up here, notice we had, what do we have? Swift 1 year, and down here we had Swift, Objective-C. So one thing we could do is simply look for another job that might be more easily attained by us. And this is just without knowing your background and without knowing the jobs you've had before. But in your mind, you're going to have to think, where have I worked before? What skills have I achieved before that might help me achieve this particular position or the next one? All right, I'm going to take the Swift here, and I might even take backend. Let's just do Swift for now and see what happens when I type in Swift. Okay, we get company names. We get, Class A dedicated driver. We get all these things. So clearly this is not what I was looking for, because this is all about the company names like Swift. So here's what we want. We want Swift developer, because that's definitely going to give us better results than a truck driver. All right. So within Swift developer, you have some positions that are, this is Unity. This is going to be a step up, a little more difficult. This one, however, is a little different. It's a front-end developer, and they say they want Swift. For some reason, that showed up with Swift. Same thing here. REST API Java software engineer, mid-level. There's junior iOS developer. We saw that before. We have software developer, Vapor, Swift, React. So you can see some other jobs that require some of the same technologies. And this is one way to find a job that's related, but maybe closer to what you're going for. Some people just end up going for, and maybe you've done this, you will go for a pivot into a job that you have in your mind, like iOS developer or whatever it is. And because it seems so far off, you are not able to achieve that because it's so hard to get the skills and whatnot. It becomes really almost depressing. It has been for me when I have not been able to achieve the type of job that I really want. So I've had to step up to that job and find the skills and jobs that lead to it. So we've got this Covenant Eyes, Insight Global. Here's one, iOS developer. You'll notice in here, they've got some different ones. This is a little higher salary, or an estimate, and this is going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area. So the thing about this is that first job we looked up had very few requirements. This one actually gives us a little more to look at. So in here, we would look at maybe Swift UI is something we can look up. Here we go. Swift SWE, software engineer for algorithm test team. Application developer for Aflac. So this one would be a very nice thing to look at. Okay, just a raw application developer. Develop, maintains, application support, related project management, production support, and here are the duties. Now, as I look through here, just from my experience, this is a lot of duties compared to the job we first looked up. So it's possible the job I first looked up might be easier than this, but I don't know. So, and here we go. This is a better listing of skills needed. So this looks like an overall general app developer job compared to an iOS developer job. So what you're going to look for now is something a little bit closer. Here's developer. Interesting, 403 a day. I've never seen that in a job listing. So I hope you're kind of getting what I'm doing here. I'm looking for similar jobs that are related by looking up skills that are required and trying to find something that's a little bit more easily achieved. Sometimes you can tell just by the salaries. So let's do this. Oh, here's one, junior software developer. All right. It looks like this would be a step down, an easier step into iOS development. Okay, solid understanding of object-oriented programming language. Yep. All right, so they're looking for general understanding. And within however long this was, about 7 or 8 minutes, we were able to find something that was a little closer to where we're going. It looks like it's for a startup or a small company I've never heard of. I hope this was a quick little idea for you to look up some jobs that are closer to the dream job you're looking at, and maybe it'll help you in your job search. If you have any questions or you can't find the right jobs, just give me a buzz or direct message me back. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.